Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Mystical today, bringing you a video on every single macro I have and where you can find them. I just want to say really quick, I recorded a video that had all of my macros, keybinds, and weak warriors, but that was a 40-minute video, so I'm breaking it down into different videos so you don't have to watch that long of videos. So this first video is going to be the first of many to come. This is just going to go over every single macro I have and how you can utilize and make macros similar to it. And with that said, I hope you enjoy the video. There is a lot of them. There's quite a bit. And if you have any macros of your own, please feel free to comment them down below because I love macros. Macros are my favorite thing in this game. So if you have any macro that I don't have that you use and you find useful, please link it below and I will be more than happy to use it. And with that said, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you later. So the macros, and these are all of my macros. I'm going to give you guys all my macros. Again, these are on the paste bin. Where are we? These are on the paste bin that I just showed you, except in a different section. So this is the paste bin. Again, it's in the description below, and all my macros are right here. I am going to have to update these a little bit because there are some that are kind of out of date and some I don't use anymore, but there's also more. There's a lot more. So I'm gonna remember to do that before I post this video. So let's just start with straight from the top. I have my arena 1 2 3 macros. These are for the enemies on the right hand side. I could show you really quick. So arena 1 2 3 right here, 1 2 3. If I want to paralysis arena 2, I'll use this macro. If I want to paralysis arena 3, I use this macro. That's pretty much it. That's I like a lot. Some people don't like arena 1 2 3 macros, which is fine. But I like arena 1 2 3 macros, and I have a script I will also show you that gives the nameplate the arena number that they are to make it a lot easier, so you don't have to keep staring over here. So this is an old that looks like a mop. Yep, a mop frost mage burst macro chi torpedo. So this is just I have a toy, and when I chi torpedo, that's the little rainbow. That's it. We go for style points in arena, right? It's not all about how good you are. This enchant macro, target blood. This is just for mount farming. So right here, so you can see I have 2 blackout kicks right here. It's just so I could track the cooldown on it, because I think in Shadowlands we're going to be doing a lot more damage than what we normally are. So I want to know, blackout kick is kind of important. This first part, it doesn't matter what this ability is called. It doesn't. You could name this I don't know, what's this ability called, expel harm, and it would change. See, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna help with tracking cooldowns. And then what matters is the slash use. So sometimes if you play with the mage, you're gonna get some conjured mana buns, and if not, you're gonna use the regular sea foam coconut water. And that's pretty much it. That's all this does. This macro just shows the blackout kick icon, but you can see I'm drinking right now, so keep that in mind. This is nothing. This is just for UI. This is a fortifying brew health stone macro in case you play with the warlock. It's probably not a good idea to stack them, but this is like an oh my god, I'm about to die button that I don't really use too often, but I still have it. I still use it, but you know, I don't really play with warlocks that often. If you ever find yourself where your floating combat text or your healing isn't working, like these should see some damage. Yeah, this damage right here, it's because for some reason randomly the floating combat text combat damage or healing is set to 0. I don't know why. So I always just make sure to enable it by pressing 1. You don't really need to. It's just how it is sometimes. This looks like another mop burst macro with Wear the Crane, maybe, or this is Legion. More gloves. This is just UI something. So right here, oh, cancel. Okay. So right here you can see 2 healing elixirs. I do the same thing with the blackout kicks. I just have them. I just see the tooltip of healing elixir because it's way more important than spinning crane kick. But if I press the keybind, it's spinning crane kick. So that's why I have that. Healthstone, ice block. So this is the macro I use to taunt Infernals and Succubus to break CC. Actually, this doesn't work with succubus. This is pretty much just Inferno. So what this does is if you're targeting this guy right here, and he's a warlock and he just dropped Infernals, let's say he's playing with the Pally, and the Pally's about to cast Repentance, what you could do is you could taunt. It'll taunt the Infernal towards you, and it will break your CC if it gets there fast enough. So this is really important. I put this on a really quick keybind, like 12, and it's won me quite a many games. So this is very important. Warlocks still have Infernals and Shadowlands, so definitely use this macro. This is a track the insane title that I'll never get. This is a script to this is a script to, if you lose and you press it, it'll surrender. If you hit it again, it'll AFK you out. I've known that button pretty well. This is an old life cocoon macro that I don't use. This is the biggest life cocoon macro. If there's any macro you use from this video, it should be this one. So ignore all this. These are literally 1, 2, 3. These are 6 toys. It's this right here. So what this does is it casts life cocoon only if you're targeting somebody that is a friendly player and isn't dead. So for example, this is the life cocoon right here. Right here. This is, I have the macro on my F key right here. I'm not targeting anybody right now, and I'm gonna press it. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The reason is because I'm not targeting anybody, so it's not going to go off. Now, if I target a friendly target, life cocoon. This helps with, well, first of all, this is really helpful for RBGs. Not really. It is useful in arena, but more so for RBGs because, you know, if you life cocoon yourself and somebody dies, you just waste a life cocoon. But also in arena, when a priest mind controls you or mind controls your teammate and you press life cocoon without this macro, you're going to accidentally life cocoon yourself, which is really bad. So this macro completely prevents that. You will never life cocoon yourself when a priest mind controls your teammate. And I've done the same thing with Vitality Conduit sometimes, and Revitalizing Voodoo Totem. So unused trinkets, anything like that, you just put at the end of here, replace life cocoon with any unused trinket, and you will never ever ever accidentally use a trinket because of mind control in arena ever again, which is amazing. This is this is a macro I used in what is this, season 1 or 2 of BFA, where I just wanted to live because Rogue Mage was killing me. We can delete this. This is that. Blood Fury Manatee. So this is a macro. Actually, this should be just Manatee right here. So what this does is I play Orc, and you know, macros are just meant to make things faster. So this macro makes it so when I use Manatee, I'll also use Blood Fury, which is the Orc racial. I haven't macroed into Manatee because we don't really have that many cooldowns where it's that big a deal, and I don't want to press 2 buttons when I press a Manatee. So they're both off the GCD. It's really nice. The cooldowns don't line up, but I still like it a lot. This, rest in peace, Mistwalk, focus mouse over. This is a focus mouse over macro. I use this for PvE. This is not PvP. This is for PvE, and it was really good on the Mythic Carapace fight, so I can mouse over the Demonic Gateway. This is mouse over Detox. This is mostly for PvE. These mouse over macros, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why this is just /cast Vivify. Those 7 mouse overs are just for PvE. I can show you real quick. So I have completely different bars for PvE, and the second bar is complete mouse over macros. This is the script I was talking about earlier, where when you run this and you load into an arena, it's going to make Arena 1's nameplate, it's going to take their name away and make it 1. And it's going to do for the other 2, the 2 and the 3. So that's why this is important, because I use a lot of mouse over macros. So if you find yourself using mouse over, or not mouse over, Arena 1, 2, 3 macros, if you find yourself doing that, feel free to, I have, again, all these scripts over here should be in this paste bin. Let me see real quick. Scripts right here. Boom. This is the right here. And then I got a few more that I run that we will also talk about. Name 1, 2, 3. So these are, oh, I modified this one. We can delete this one. Names. So this is, oh, I was just messing around with some scripts inside. So we have orbs right here at cursor. So these are orbs. Get used to this. Use this macro, because in the upcoming expansion with Shadow Priest and Affliction Warlocks being insane, get used to it. You're gonna be using orbs a lot. So it literally just at your cursor, it places an orb. Makes it faster, so you don't have to click twice, pretty much, and you could just boom, lay them down, they'll spawn. I mean, I love them. Use this macro for sure. This is paralysis focus. This is a focus paralysis macro. If I have a target on focus and I don't want to, let's say this is a teammate right here, and this guy's casting a polymorph on me, and he's on focus, you can either use Arena 1, 2, 3, or you can just focus paralysis him. Either way is fine. It doesn't matter which. This one, I don't know what that is. Detox 1, Detox 2. So these are very important for healers, but also windwalkers, because you could also dispel poisons as a windwalker. So this dispels a party 1, party 2, and if I'm targeting myself, or if I'm targeting party 1 and I need to dispel party 2, I'll just shift mouse wheel down, which is my dispel party 2, make it really fast. DPS will love you. They will love you if you dispel fast. This is some more messing around with like the in-game stuff that you can mess around with. This is just for UI. This is just for, so again, right here, Shift Q right here, this keybind right here, it looks like Transcendence Transfer, but it's actually Crackling Jade Lightning. It's just because abilities like Spinning Crane Kick and Crackling Jade Lightning, I don't really care about their cooldown, so I just make them look like other important abilities that I'm gonna want to track. This is the big provoke macro. So this is the provoke macro that I use right here. Put this on a keybind that you can easily hit, and what this does is it'll taunt Arena Pet 1. If there's no Arena Pet 1, it'll target Arena Pet 2. If there's no Arena Pet 2, it'll taunt Arena Pet 3. And if neither of those, or if you're targeting somebody, it'll just provoke. So I'm targeting this guy, it'll provoke because I'm provoking or taunting him and targeting him. These are that revival. So /use 14 is this unused trinket right here. It's the bottom one. So if you have a big unused trinket, for some reason my music went away. If you have a big unused trinket that like boosts your stats or something, like I don't know, the badge, you can use in combination with revival. It's actually not that good. So bring your piece at cursor. Oh, this is a cancel aura cheat torpedo. Rest in peace, this macro. Script bottom. So what this script does is it'll put you on the bottom of your raid frames. Very important. So the only thing you have to do is you have to go into the game, you have to use raid profiles, and then uncheck keep groups together and sort by group, and then you'll always be on the bottom of the raid frames, and you'll have party 1 on top, party 2 in the middle. It makes it really easy for targeting, especially as a healer. This is Tigerless myself because sometimes I need to, and I spelled my name wrong, so that's great. That's why that wasn't working. This is Spinning Crane Kick, but it's just a cancel aura, so probably not useful. UI stuff, op stances, imagine, stop, tendrils, thunder focus tea. So this is just the thunder focus tea macro I use with Fire Eater's Vial, and yeah, that's it. That's why I have that macro. This macro makes it so when you change, oh hello there, when you change the tier 6 tier talents right here, it'll change it to it. So if I drag this down here and I change to Jade Serpent Statue, boom, it changes. Refreshing Jade Wind changes, boom, boom. So really useful when you don't want to drag down the abilities every time you respec. This is tier 4, but that's Legion. Okay, this is Tigers Lost 1 and 2. So these are these keybinds right here. If I'm targeting somebody, and let's say I'm targeting my party 1, but my man is rooted right here, I can just use my keybind, boom, Tigers Lost him out of the root, and not have to untarget. Because really, when it comes to macros and keybinds, you just want to be fast. You want to be as fast as you can and be efficient, so you're not wasting anyone's time. Touch of Death. This doesn't matter anymore because they changed Touch of Death. This is Transcendence. World Marker 2. I'm not in a group right now, but what it would do is anytime you use Transcendence, it'll make your mouse so you can put down a world marker and you can put it on your statue to make it easy to know where your port is. This is Trinket 14. So like I said before, Trinket 14 is the bottom trinket. So now you never have to drag, whenever you change trinkets, you don't have to drag it down. So if I want to play this, boom, it'll change. If I want to play this, this will change. So you can just keep doing that over. This is Trinket use. This is Trinket 13, but because it's gonna be the medallion all the time, there's really no point. You just drag it onto your bar. This is my big UI macro. So what this does is it gets rid of the buffs and debuffs from your focus frame because it kind of clutters my screen. and then it will set friendly players size to 70 out of 100. So I could show you really quick. I'm gonna run this. I should have my bar down here actually. I'm gonna run this and then let's see if there's anyone around. I don't think there's anyone around. Let's see. No one's in the monk order hall. Big surprise. Oh, here we go. So see how it's not the normal size? It shrinks it. And then console set weather density to 0. In maps like Blade's Edge Arena and Tiger's Peak, when it's really orange in Blade's Edge Arena and the snow was really annoying in Tiger's Peak, I just set it to 0 so I stopped losing frames and stopped lagging on those maps. And then console camera distance max zoom factor 2.6. This makes it so you can, I feel like normally by default it's set to this, and this will let you zoom out all the way to max, because that's, you really want to just have awareness and information when you're queuing arena, and just being able to see more around you is very important. Again, these are my disarm 1, 2, 3 macros. So these are right here, grapple weapon, and they will, it just, yeah, disarms 1, 2, 3, similar to the paralysis ones. This is the same life cocoon macro I showed you before. This is the same. This has provoke. I think this one, I have a few of them that have provoke built into it, but because you want to time it right, I don't think these macros are that useful. I'm actually just going to delete this one. This is ring of peace at cursor, so similar to the orbs. This will just place it right at your cursor. I think it's really good for interrupting, because you don't have you don't have to click again, and you could just instantly just interrupt it. This has provoke. I don't think these are useful. This is a good one. This is a good one if you can get used to it. I can never get used to it. So what this does is, if you are targeting a friendly player, it'll cast Soothing Mist, and if you're, let me come back up here, if you're targeting an enemy, it'll use Crackling Jade Lightning. So that's a good way to free up a keybind. So again, boom, I'm targeting the training bag, so it's going to cast Crackling Jade Lightning. I'm targeting myself, and it will cast Soothing Mist. If I'm not targeting anybody, it won't cast at all. So remember that. Statue, this is a no mod statue at cursor. So what this does is similar to the ring piece and the orbs. I just press statue. Really good for juking people, by the way. I have a stop casting, and it's really good. So if I start, boom, and you could place on the ground. You juke so many people with Jade Servant statue. This is my stop everything. So this is this keybind right here, number 3. It's a stop casting and Tiger Palm in 1. So I'll just be, if I'm casting right now, what I'll do is I'll hit it and I'll just start casting Tiger Palm and then start doing some damage if I'm playing Chi-Ji. This is, we can delete this. This is tier 4. I don't really use it. Tier 5 I don't really use. This is Ward of Envelopment at cursor. So you could see a theme. I really like cursor macros, or at cursor macros, and this trinket's not gonna be useful anymore, so there's no point. And then Zen Focus Tea. So this one is interesting. When you use Zen Focus Tea, you have to cast Soothing Mist, but this macro makes it so when you press Zen Focus Tea, you instantly start casting Soothing Mist. So that way you don't have to press Zen Focus Tea, Soothing Mist. Yeah, that's helped me quite a bit. It's just faster. It's just faster. And that is literally every single macro I have. I'm going to put every single one of them into the paste bin. Hopefully I didn't take too long.